All right, so let's talk about the William Nylander situation. Elliotte Friedman just broke tonight. His opinion, his analysis on what he thinks is going to happen with Nylander. He believes that the Toronto Maple Leafs will move on from William Nylander. He thinks that Nylander's time with Toronto is over. He says whether they sign him or don't sign him, that he's going to be gone by the NHL draft. In my opinion, I definitely think, like, on this channel, you guys hear me all the time. I think we talk about hot takes. I think, you know what, for Friedman, I think he's really reliable. He's one of the most reliable insiders around the game. So you can't discredit him at all. What I will say is that everyone will have, like, solid opinions. Even Elliotte Friedman said tonight, you can't blame people for being confident or expressing their opinion on things, because as much as sometimes it's not completely accurate at the time, it's what they think based on the situation. I do believe, based on the situation, what Elliotte Friedman has heard from his sources, what he sees with the team, how far apart they are, if it's 300,000, whatever it is, he does believe that they can't repair what's been going on. They can't move in on what's separating them from now until Saturday, and it's just down to the fact that yeah, they can't repair this. They can't repair the relationship, and William Nylander doesn't fit into the future plans because of Austin Matthews, because of Mitch Marner, because of the contract that is already attached to John Tavares. So in my opinion, I think it might be a little bit of a hot take, but at the same time, I wouldn't take that lightly at all, because I do think even if he signs by Saturday, I don't think William Nylander is a for sure to stay in Toronto long term. It's one of those things, we've talked about it for a defenseman. You guys have heard me talk about it a lot. Not only does it make possibly a little more sense because of the offense we've been seeing from Toronto regardless. Look at tonight against the San Jose Sharks as I do this live stream. The Leafs have already scored 3 goals in the first period. So, yes, a defenseman would look really nice on this team. A defenseman would help a guy like Morgan Rielly, possibly Jake Gardiner if he resigns. Travis Dermott, but also to the fact that there's a lot of defensemen out there that are on cap-friendly deals. We've talked about Matthias Ekholm. We've talked about Ryan Ellis. We've talked about guys like, I know Justin Falk only has 1 extra year on his contract, but guys like that are on really cheap contracts this year, and if the Leafs want to target a Stanley Cup run this year and next, that's definitely something that you want to consider. So that's just my kind of spiel on what's going on with the William Nylander situation. Of course, Elliotte Friedman did say what he did say. I wouldn't take that lightly at all, but I also want to say that I don't think Dubas is just counting it out to keep him long term. I just think at this point it's tough to repair the relationship. I will say if Matthews wants to keep him, that's definitely something that Dubas will take to heart. And I think they'll definitely look at all options for a defenseman, or possibly a cheaper option up front, and maybe get some better pieces. I would say more pieces to build around, rather than just the one player Nylander who's going to make $7 million. So thank you guys. Yeah, that was just my quick opinion on the Nylander thing. Of course, we're going to talk more about it as it comes to Saturday.